Hey guys, I normally only make videos about stuff I'm pretty passionate about, like woodworking, tools, motorcycles, I don't know, fun stuff, reviews on things, but I had to make this video because of our experience this weekend on a vacation. So it's about a hotel chain called NYAH, Not Your Average Hotel, NYAH. And our experience this at this hotel in Key West this weekend was it's kind of crazy. Anyhow, I want to share a couple of clips that we took from the actual grounds itself, but really I want to talk about really quick the grounds, the guests, some of the workers, the front staff. I'll break it down because it wasn't all horrible, um, but it was horrible. I mean, it was kind of ridiculous. So the grounds of this place is pretty decent. It has tons of potential. I think the problem there is actually the guest. I mean, it caters to a younger college crowd, basically. It's more like a hostel than it is a hotel. I guess maybe that's why it's sort of a hybrid. I can see it's probably a really successful business model there, but I really feel horrible for the workers there because I would say 50 to 60% of the guests there were just animals, leaving crap everywhere, folded up pizzas left like sitting on the chairs, towel, just like stuff thrown in the pool. I mean, it looked like there was a rager there when we arrived Friday morning that was still hadn't been cleaned up from the night before. That was the first sign of fun. But the actual property is beautiful. It's neat. They try to keep it as clean as they can, but they probably just can't keep up with the guests. So that's that thing. The maintenance workers and the grounds workers were constantly going around trying to pick up after people and cleaning up their messes. So got to give them props. No issues there. If I'm sure if we had any issues, they would have fixed it. Our desk, what I mean, our desk, our room wasn't as described because it didn't have access to fresh air, balcony. So we weren't able to go out in the balcony. It was one of the reasons we chose this hotel over others, is because of how the grounds were set up and the availability of the two separate rooms. I'll share a little bit about that in the video. But my biggest problem was the service we had there. The arrival staff, pretty nice. I would say on a 1 to 5 scale, give them a 4, maybe a 3 actually, because they kind of gave some misleading information about the availability of a manager, which leads to the funnest part of this discussion. But the departure staff, I don't know what her name was on Sunday, the 27th. She was phenomenal, awesome. You should give her a raise because she was probably the best person at this hotel, and super sweet, and it made me kind of think twice about making this video. But it was really the night clerk that was working Friday the 24th at 8:30 p.m. who just took the cake. He should be the NYAH Ambassador of the Year as far as customer service goes, because I've never seen somebody talk to somebody so disrespectfully for no reason at all in my life. You'll see in the video what my complaints were that I really just wanted to like talk to a manager about. And I even told this guy, look, like after he called me hostile, in fact, after he accused me of being hostile, and I hope they can pull the tapes and look at how I treated him. And it wasn't really until he became belligerent and a complete asshole that I lost my cool a little bit. But yeah, maybe they'll play the tape. That'd be great. I feel pretty vindicated. So anyhow, after calling me hostile and basically telling me to pack sand, he told me that I should have known better, that the room was discounted for a reason, and that this construction had been going on, which you'll see, and basically to suck it up. He wasn't the manager. He didn't want to give me his name. He gave me a card. Maybe he was the manager. Michael Nicholas, the hotel manager from NYAH, who I wanted to talk to, but I don't. There's no way this guy was the manager. If he was, I mean, the joke's on NYAH because this guy's a joke. Should be fired. Just completely rude. And in fact, if he had just said, you know what, we're really sorry about all the little missteps. You guys can have the bikes for the weekend for free. Like they were renting bikes for like $15, right, for the weekend. They should have just offered up some free bikes and said, we're really sorry. Knock something off the hotel. I mean, we didn't have sheets for our bed. We couldn't use our balcony. can't shut our bathroom door. We can't flush the toilet without having to reach into the tank to flush the tank. God, man, there's just a ton of stuff. So watch the video and just don't ever go to NYAH. This NYAH Key West, if you want to like really enjoy your stay. We stayed at the NYAH loft, 1 king and 1 king room, 1 king and 1 queen room. I'm sorry, and I couldn't find hardly any reviews about this place. But everything I did see was positive, and this is back in October when I booked this thing. It's now February. I happened to look on Google reviews now, and the last 2 months have just trended downward with 1-star reviews, and I see why. Most of the complaints are about hot water, which we had hot water, it was fine, but staff being rude, just other general problems with the premise there. So joke's on me because we booked far in advance, and things have clearly gone downhill. But yeah, don't go to this place. I mean, take my word for it, please. Yeah, anyhow, watch the video. Thanks.
So this is what it's supposed to look like. Nice balcony up top. Access, private balcony access. Yep, balcony's not exactly there. There's not a floor. Screws in the doors, so you can't even open them for fresh air. And they said, no, you should have known better. That's why it was discounted. Discounted by being still one of the most expensive rooms at this place. I don't get it. I can't ever recommend this place. This is the NYAH loft with the king and the queen, and the problems that we've had. First the bathroom door doesn't shut. Somebody's been hanging on it or whatever. The freaking hinges are half falling out. So the bathroom door doesn't close. The toilet doesn't flush. You have to flush it by lifting the plunger manually. I mean, kind of ridiculous. The construction that was going on outside, can't see, but there's no railings, there's no use of the balcony, it's non-existent. They told us to suck it up. Deck screws shot in here to keep anybody from going out, but I mean, it's pretty piss poor. The floor, who cares about the floor, to be honest, but it's a beach house. The floor is gonna fall apart and get warped, but I mean, it's separating. We didn't have sheets on our bed. The night clerk, who we just brought it to his attention, was a complete asshole. Accused us of being hostile when we asked to talk to the manager, and about the same tone of voice. So I can't recommend this place at all to anybody. There's basically zero headroom above the bed, which is, again, it's fine. I could spend a lot of time in here, but they do a really good job of hiding that fact. And again, no king sheets. So we asked for king sheets, and they brought us another fitted sheet for the top. Don't rent from NYAH Key West. It is, it's got some rude staff, and clearly they don't care if your room is not up to par. I mean, this is even in, I slept in some pretty bad places, but this is kind of ridiculous. There's another look at our fantastic, unusable balcony that we're not allowed to access. And then deal with the noise. We had no sheets, so after like 3 different tries to get just a king sheet to fit this bed, the bed that came with the room, they gave us 2 very nice fitted sheets to use as individual sheets. Pretty amazing. If you're looking at NYAH Key West, just run from this hotel.
So look, the hotel, like the construction noise, there's just so many little things you could probably get over. We were there to have a good time that weekend. We knew we wouldn't stay a lot of time in the hotel room, but I mean, still, we paid a lot of money. I think we paid not almost $900, if not $900 a night. So a $2,000 trip plus there was resort fees we paid when we got there that seemed kind of hidden, but again, petty stuff. Again, if the clerk on Friday, which I think it was actually Friday the 25th, if that guy had just acted a little different, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So go at your own risk. The NYAH Hotel in Key West, I think there's probably some much more attentive bed and breakfast you can go to that won't leave you pissed off at the end of the day. So, thanks.